Going to have a look at the international papers. Now, Florence is with us here on set. Of course, it's a very hard news day. The paper's all full of very important news stories today, aren't they?
That's right. It's
Flo?
Kate expectations.
Exactly.
In case you didn't know, Kate and William are expecting a baby. And as you can imagine, it's on the front page of virtually every newspaper in the UK. So let's just take a look at a couple. Here we go. The Times. We're expecting, very happy-looking couple there. And then the Daily Telegraph even wonders, could it be twins for Kate? So they're getting a little bit of ahead of themselves, it seems.
Is that just a wild guess? I assume it probably is.
Well, she does have a very acute morning sickness, and that's often a sign of carrying several babies. Now, it's also on the front page of The Guardian, which says, we've got something to tell you. It says that the Queen and the world find out that Kate is pregnant. There you see the photo on the front page of The Guardian. The Independent says that this is also great expectations. The royal news that's put a spring back in the media step. And there you see a photo of a pack of journalists in front of the hospital where she's staying for this morning sickness. Now, as you can imagine, the Daily Mail is all over this. They have a 12-page royal baby special edition with the front page that says a nation's joy and a husband's nerves. Now, inside the several articles, you can read all about it. There's one that caught my eye about how it became the top trending topic on Twitter just several minutes after the news broke at 4 p.m. yesterday. There were more than 1,000 messages a second with the hashtag royal baby. Now, some of the people that tweeted about this were Prime Minister David Cameron, for instance, who he says that he believes that they'll be wonderful parents. There you see a photo of Boris Becker with 2 thumbs up for the couple. And so, as I said, yes, the Daily Mail, they have tons of different articles, angles, and one I particularly liked was the one that comes at the end of their 12-page special that says that finally William is going to get what he's always craved for, and that is a normal family life. I don't know how normal his family life will be.
I'm not sure it'll be that. No, I'm going to have any nappies, he'll change. I'm sure he'll do some. Okay, let's move on to another story. North Korea planning to launch a second rocket this year, also getting a lot of attention in the press, isn't it?
That's right. There's a piece in the Wall Street Journal that comes after North Korea has scheduled this long-range missile test for the middle of this month. And the Wall Street Journal likens this to Kim Jong-un's Christmas greetings. And it says that in this holiday season, he wants to remind everybody that he's armed and dangerous. And this comes despite promises that he's made to change, promises he's made to Beijing and the U.S. According to the Wall Street Journal, all this is just to buy him time to be able to get his hands on these long-range missiles. The Gulf News also looks at this missile test in a different way, in a cartoon form, and it seems to suggest that this is a real provocation for Uncle Sam. You see Uncle Sam there being blasted away by this missile, while Kim Jong-un is doing the famous South Korean Gangnam-style dance in front. So real provocation there for the U.S.
Okay, another story, an interesting piece in the Wall Street Journal, this one, about a tie between the US and Iran.
That's right. It's an unusual tie. It's a really fascinating piece, which I recommend. It says that, as we know, relations between the US and Iran are poisonous, but there's one exception, and that's the antidote for snake bites. And according to this article, this is a surprising and ironic byproduct of the war in Afghanistan. And basically, the Pentagon is dependent on a scientific research arm of the Iranian government that is specialized in making these antidotes for cobras, vipers, and other snakes that are specific to Afghanistan and the whole region. Because basically anti-venom shots that are developed in the U.S. don't work because they're manufactured using snakes in the United States that are not the same snakes that are biting people in Afghanistan. So despite the U.S. sanctions on Iran, the Department of Defense is buying all these antidotes from Iran. And it's interesting because the article interviews the researchers at the institution that make these antidotes, and they say that we're happy if we've saved a person's life, even if it's an American soldier.
And in 15 seconds, just tell us, there's a surprising new Twitter user, isn't there?
That's right. You can read more about it on the Daily Beast. It's the Pope. He's going to start tweeting on December 12th. He hasn't even started tweeting yet, but he has hundreds of thousands of followers. And the question is, when will he join Facebook? We'll have to see about that.
We'll have to see. Lots of H's. Just wait for that tweet. Florence, thanks very much. Florence Villeneuve with the international papers here on France 24.